You know, filming is, or recording, I should say, making videos is like one big show and tell. Now that I've got you here, my captive audience, I'm looking around my little studio and I'm just thinking of all the things that I could tell you about. I have so many, so I'm going to try to space it out. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a brand new product and why I'm going to be talking about a brand new product really briefly. And then I've got to show you my storage methods here. I've got them kind of piled up on the table. When I started this art journey, I never really knew about enamel pins. Okay. I mean, yes, I've seen people wear pins, didn't really think much about it, didn't know anything about the enamel or anything like that, but I noticed it was a popular gift item. And I thought, I wonder if I could design one. And so I found a company in China that produces these, and I decided to just go for it. So my very first pen was my bird in a nest drawing. And there's still a lot of people who like that pen, and it's really sweet. And it turned out so nice. I couldn't believe it. Like, they take your art and they make it look so neat in pen form. So I have periodically, they're kind of expensive to produce, and I don't sell out. I don't have as many customers to, sell out yet, but I do have some that have been pretty popular. In fact, they've been one of my more popular products, surprisingly. And the more into it you get, now I'm collecting pens, and I've shown those in a video once. I have my desk over there lined up with pens on the ledge, because at first it was like, now really, what do I do with these? But if you go online, some of you know about this, there are pen collecting boards, like cork boards that you can get in different shapes. And of course, a lot of people put them on their backpacks and on their bags. And, there are tons of things, people who really get into collecting these. So, and I've had some of the most interesting sales. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of my more popular ones. This one I actually made for Valentine's Day, my first year producing. It's Apple of My Eye. It's a little tiny apple pen with gold highlights, and it says Apple of My Eye. And that one still sells. That one's been on sale for at least a year and a half. And the last one I sold it to was someone in Canada. And she wrote to me and said that she likes to put these on her bird's cage. And I didn't know what she was talking about. I'm like, what? What kind of bird? Well, it turns out she has a parakeet, adorable blue parakeet, and she decorates the cage, and she's got different people's pins on the cage. It's really cute. And she sent a picture with my pin on it when the pin arrived. So that was really fun. And so there's all kinds of creative things. My definitely most popular pin by far has been the porcupine pin. I didn't know, I can't get a hold of that very good. I didn't know when I created a little porcupine drawing that he was going to be so popular, but my porcupine sticker and my porcupine pin have been very popular. In fact, a zoo in Texas was what got me into wholesale a little bit, and bought 50 of my porcupine stickers so that they could put them in the little packets, because they sold earrings made out of porcupine quills. Super interesting. Anyway, so this little guy, he just out of the clear blue gets ordered all the time. And the furthest I've sent him is England. I'm like, someone in the UK needed this little pin. Do you know how much I love that? And so off he went. And I did notice a review I got from one of my people who said, this is the perfect little niche gift for someone who has everything. And I thought, that's a good way to put it. I mean, you know how we all have little animals or tokens that mean something to us, and maybe somebody has a porcupine thing, or maybe they feel everybody tells them they're prickly and therefore they love porcupines. I don't know. Who knows? But I love to imagine when I send things off into the world, what's the story? Why did someone want this? What are they going to use it for? Where's it going to end up? So the reason I talk to you about pens is I have the latest. I have a pen. Now, let me do a little back on this. I have been talking about my mail club so much that I literally have almost ignored my shops. I have an Etsy shop, which I've had for a year and a half, and I have a Shopify shop, my main shop, LKC Creates shop, which is what I'm going to move to probably exclusively eventually. But right now I'm leaving the Etsy shop open because I have customers there. Now on Shopify, it's a little more difficult to get customers because I have to drive all the customers there. It's not a marketplace like Etsy. And I've got to advertise, advertise, advertise. And I'm a little bit, you wouldn't believe it by listening to me today, but I don't love advertising. I don't love talking products all the time. I'd rather tell stories. And, that's why I'm making videos so that you can get to know me a little bit. And I have realized, I buy from people that I like their story. And maybe that would happen for me too. So I'm trying to do a little mix of both. But ignoring my shops, I realized I had outdated things listed. I had dates wrong on things. I had, I was like, okay, calm down, go in, look at your shop, get things going. So what I decided in order to also keep sales going in my shops is I need to talk about products. And I think I will decide on a product every month that I will put a little bit of focus on. So in July, you might have seen some of my Instagram reels where I talked about my sticker packs. So and these are a very limited number. I think I only have like 8 of each pack, but I did a sticker pack with 8 cat stickers and a sticker pack with 8 flower stickers. Really kind of experimental. I don't know if I'll continue selling packs in my shop, but what's really nice about this is one 3-inch vinyl sticker costs $3.50. And if it's glittery or holographic, it's going to cost $4. These are waterproof. They're made to put on your laptops, your tumblers. These are not just your basic paper stickers. So if you were to buy 8 of these, it would cost you $28, I believe. And these packs are selling for, how much did I put them on sale for? $12, maybe $10. So a huge deal if you want to get a group of stickers. And if you, for instance, love cats. I even did a little vote on Instagram where you had to vote whether you would be team cat or team flower. And it was really close. People felt very strongly about one or the other. And I did get some sales of those packs. So that was July. But it's August now. So who's the product of the month in August? Well, I announced it to my email group yesterday because they're the first to know everything. But I'm going to tell you today. My latest enamel pen is the product. And it is the bee. If you've watched my shop at all, one of my top selling products has been a bee that I designed. And I've been selling the bee as a sticker. I've been selling the bee as a notepad, as a bag charm, as a keychain, just all kinds of different products, a sticker sheet. And now we have the enamel pin. It just got off the boat the other day and it's ready to see. Are you ready to see it? I hope this shows up well on camera. He's so cute. And I'm calling him the Busy Bee. Here he is. And I also did gold highlights. How cool is that? And then I always use a rubber clutch. I like the feel of the rubber clutch. And I do a little star on the bees because I thought the little black star would be cute. Sometimes I use a pink heart. But I also designed a little card because you can't send your, enamel pins out without the proper packaging. So he comes on this little card designed especially for him with my logo and branding and everything. And then if you flip it over, because I used to always make it to where the pen came through the card and it came through in the middle of a name or an address. This time I just decided to let it be floral. And so it just comes through with flowers on the back. But that makes it even more fun, some fun packaging. So my product for the month of August, I'm going to end up probably having a sale on the bees on sale right now, but only to the people who are members of my email club, my mail club. And I'm not talking about my sticker club, the free play mail club, not that mail club. It's hard for me to explain. It's a mailing list where I collect, email addresses to send emails to people. It's free. So I decided, since I'm doing the free play mail club, teaching related, school related, our email list is called the A+ honor roll. And so I still call the people on my email list my A+ students. And they get emailed everything in advance. So anything that I want to talk about or introduce for the first time, like the bee, they already got an email about it yesterday. They got a little code, so they're getting 20% off the bee pin. And if you wanted to join the mail club, you could get that too. The mail clubs, I'm sorry, I keep calling it mail club. I mean the email list. I really have to get the terminology down. The email list has grown from just a couple of months ago. I started with 7 people, and you guys, 3 of those 7 were me, like 3 of my email addresses, because I just really needed to test out what I'm sending, right? And so I thought, this is it. I'm never going to have anyone but my family on my email list. But I now have, I'm proud to announce, and I haven't looked today, maybe higher, but as of yesterday, I had 68 people on my email list. So that's very exciting. And it's easy and free. If you just go to lkc.com, you'll be prompted to join the email list if you want to. So that's what I'm doing. I will probably end up doing sales on all bee products in honor of the new bee pin. I just haven't put that together yet. It is the 1st of August, and you're going to be hearing about bees and mail clubs this month. That's what August is all about. This little guy, I'm telling you, I looked at all the other bee enamel pins online, and he's the cutest. Well, okay, if he's not the absolute cutest, he's close. So trust me, not making it up. Just trying to connect with my people, but my products are genuinely fabulous. Ooh, nothing like bragging. Okay. Hey guys, it's time to get out of the office and go have some fun. So my husband and I went bowling, and this is the first time in years I've been bowling. Look at those stylish shoes. There's my first throw. I'm not a good bowler. And you guys, it was a strike. My husband looks at me and just says, "That's not fair." I'm not kidding. Roll. Of course, that was the only strike of the day. Don't ask me how I did that. But, yeah, things kind of went downhill. That poor ball that we picked out, I mean, look at it. It has seen some dents. Yeah, that's pretty much how the rest of the day went. Gutter balls, a few spares here and there from both of us. That was a halfway respectable bowl. And please don't comment on our form. I barely know how to hold the ball. And when you haven't done this for a while, it's kind of awkward. I know I must do something with my hand at the end because I have trouble going straight. And so, it is what it is. But we had a good time. And that's what counts. And I made the decision that every month I should feature one of my products or a set of my products. I decided to brainstorm for the next coming months what I could. So this brings me to record keeping. You guys, I don't know how to describe myself. I'm not an organized person, okay? And it's very hard for me to keep things neat enough to film in my studio. But I am a list maker and a record keeper. And like with my mail club, luckily it's small enough that I can easily keep track of everything. And I will have to get it running smoothly. But I have a handwritten clip folio with all of my names and all the special notes that I need to know. And so I pick up all kinds of things. And when it came to deciding on a product of the month, I picked up a sketchbook that I wasn't using. Really cool sketchbook. I think it was a gift, a Christmas gift. And look at this. It's got the great big pages. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to just pick it up and start planning in it. I think this is the one I planned in. Yeah. So I go in, and the first thing I did, there's books I want to do reports on YouTube about. And so I started going, okay, in July I could do this. In August I could do this. And then I flipped the page, which products can I feature? So I started listing out the months. In July, sticker packs. August, the new bee pen. September, I'm going to feature notepads and sticky notes. And in October, I think I'm going to have a Halloween clearance because I have lots of Halloween stickers and cute items that I don't think people know about. And now that I'm getting to know you, I think people are going to want to hear about that. And I've gone all the way through, gosh, January. And then what else? Mail club themes. June, field trip to the aquarium. Check. July, summer beach vacay. Check. Done. August, back to school supplies. Check. September, science class with reptile stickers. October, Halloween school carnival. Okay, I'll give you one more month. November is going to be recess, and it's going to be sports and games related. Think dodgeball, Red Rover, kickball, hopscotch, and any other items I can come up with. And I'm not going to tell you December. I'm excited about December, and I'll give you a hint. It's not holiday related, but it is related to December. So that's one of my record keeping methods. I don't know. Sketchbooks come in handy. Speaking of sketchbooks, in fact, we used to do teacher planning in sketchbooks. We used a lot of sticky notes, and we'd open up a page of a sketchbook and just line sticky notes up on it for planning, which I love sticky note planning, and I need to do more of it. This is another large sketchbook that I'm using for completely other purposes. I used to do artwork in it. Oh my gosh, there's a little art thing that I did a few years ago before I started art, even though really, truly, I think I've been doing art all along. Is there any other fun one in there that I should come clean with? That's a terrible cat. That's a robot. Don't ask me why. I drew the queen, and I do kind of like this little one. I did Make a Wish and drew dandelions. I think that's actually kind of cute. But anyway, what I ended up using this to collect was washi tape. It's another thing I didn't know anything about before I started this little art stationery career. And I started finding washi tape everywhere. And I was like, where am I going to put it besides in the roll where you can't see what it looks like? So now I store it in here. I remind myself the name of the shop I ordered it from. And this is another one of those things that's out of control. I have pages and pages and pages of washi tape. Oh, this is a perfect one for this month. Those are just off Amazon, but they're back to school supplies. And I don't know if you know anything about washi tape, but there's a new kind of tape called pet tape, where they're complete scenes and stuff on washi. Well, from Pipsticks, I talked about them earlier. Look at that one. It's a thick, wide, don't look at that one. That's actually just like duct tape I got at the store. But look at that design right there. Oh my gosh. And then, if that's not enough, most recently, I got something in the mail from the washi tape shop. Look at this tape. This one is called Wide Pet Tape Sparkling Petals in Blanc. It was like a French theme. Look at that. It literally looks like white lace. And then the next one is all these outdoor scenes. It's one long roll of tape, so I cut them apart. But let's see what that one was called. Countryside Wide Tape Set. Countryside Escapade. Look at all of it on one page. It's like little separate art prints in a tape, just a roll of tape, and then they repeat. So there's another one of my storage methods. And once again, sketchbooks coming in really handy because, sometimes you just don't have enough room in a notebook or on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Now, another storage thing I'll show you. I'm actually not showing you these because I want to suggest how you should organize yourself. I'm not the person to tell you that. But I'm just showing you some random ways that I do it that speak to me. I have mentioned this in a video before, but I get so many stickers through the mail clubs and through other orders. I think I have a hair hanging right there. I decided I needed to start putting my stickers somewhere. And this is a little sticker collection book by Elise Brion. In fact, I have my second one already that I'm going to start on. And it says Saving for Later, Saving Forever sticker collection. And what I started doing is taking Mail Club stickers that I was getting. This is Kit Kat Canvas. She's out of Philly. And I started collecting her stickers in one place. And it's nice because everyone has their own look. Of course, I started with my own stickers. These are my stickers LKC creates, all of those drawn on my little iPad. And then let's look at a couple others. Oh, I love her illustrations. Emmy Lou illustration. She does really cute nature type stickers. I'm just going to randomly flip to another page. One of my new addictions, Archer and Olive. This little shop out of, I believe, Georgetown, Texas. Their shop's named after their cats. Look at that. I love trains, and this is all train related. Lou Paper on the back there. Another shop. I want to say she might be out of Idaho. So it's endless. I've got like lots and lots and lots, and I couldn't even tell you who my favorite is. I have some favorites. I will go ahead and feature one that I'm obsessed with. Odd Rabbits out of Washington. The artist is Marlo. I find her work irresistible. I don't know what it says about me. Oh, look at that. Odd Rabbits. And she's got rabbits and other little characters in these whimsical, dreamlike, I don't even know how to describe it. I should show you her art prints, but I won't pull them out right now. But I just love her stuff. So I've got this and several other sticker books, and I'm going to keep using my stickers and giving my stickers away and saving stickers because it's almost like flipping through a photo album. And then, and you can peel them off, supposedly. I can't really do it without bending them up, but there you go. And then the last thing is the mail clubs. And I've shown this before as well. I use these little campus notebooks. You get them on Amazon, and I really like them. I like the pages. They're very inexpensive. And anyway, for keeping track of mail clubs, I basically keep track of the date I received it, the club name, and what I received in the order. This is how I was researching. And I'm now up to, I've got volume 1, and I've got volume 2, volume 3, and I'm currently working on volume 4. So you can see why I need to slow down, but it's so much fun. And then when I can't remember if I've canceled a club or I'm a member of a club or where that sticker came from, I can always go back and look them up. And honestly, this becomes a little hobby all on its own, just keeping track of the mail clubs. So that's another fun thing to do with mail clubs. And there you go. Now you know what my obsessions are. So, I mean, there are more expensive hobbies. It could be worse. But there you have it. Okay, let's talk microphones. I've had quite a little microphone adventure. I can't even remember all the pieces of it, but I think I'm on my 3rd set of microphones. It is not because I had a problem with the microphone. It's because I can't keep track of them. I lose them, And then I end up ordering another one going, oh, I'll find it. And then this will be my backup. And then I start with that one and I forget that it's on my shirt. I usually have it on my shirt and then I put it through the wash. Yes, I've done that. Now, I use the Hollyland, and I think it's called the Lark M2 microphone. I really like the quality for an inexpensive microphone. I think it does a really nice job. And I like the way, well, this is my third of the model, but I like the way it comes in this little box. I think I'm messing up my sound right now by rolling my thing around because I decided to take this off my shirt. See the fuzzy little thing? That's supposed to keep you from hearing all of my breathing and all the weird sounds. But I notice everybody I'm watching holds their microphone up, their fuzzy little microphones. And I'm like, why are you holding it? They clip to your shirt. And I even have a necklace thing I can wear with it hanging on it. But I think the thinking is that it ruffles with your clothes and it can make noise. So everybody's kind of holding their little thing. So I'm going to try that for this segment. I've taken my iPad pencil, my Apple Pencil, and it's magnetized to it. So it's just on here and we'll see how this part sounds. But see, it's hard for me to use my hands if I have to hold that. But in the little case here, it's a charging case and you get two, one on each side, and then the little connector that plugs into your phone that goes in the middle. So I really like this microphone and I'm trying very hard to keep track of it and not lose another one. But we'll see if the sound is that much different because I think I kind of like having it hooked here and not having to think about it and being able to use my hands freely. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today. And if you made it through the whole video, I'm amazed by you. Thanks for keeping me company and go have a great week. See you next time.